Hi, good day, guys. My name is Nick, technical analyst with SuperForex. Today, we are looking at technical analysis on the currency pair USD, and first we'll be talking about fundamentals before we move right down ahead to technicals, which is purely what will be seen on the chart. Now, charting, we've seen that the Euro USD on a fundamental level. The US dollar has stabilized in early European trade today, Thursday, after hefty losses this week. As signs of a cooling, the US economy pointed to limited headroom for the Federal Reserve to keep raising interest rates. The dollar index, which tracks the greenback against a basket of 6 other currencies, has traded about 0.1% higher at 103.162 after dropping nearly 1% so far this week. Now, the dollar has weakened on soft employment data, while the greenback has also weakened this week, pulling back from a near 3-month high on indications of cooling spending and hiring in the United States, which has been prompting traders to pair bets for further interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve this year. Now, our focus is now squarely on the personal consumption expectations and the non-farm payroll data due later in the session, and then on Friday for more cues on the US economic and monetary policy. Now, with that said, the dollar is still on course for gains of around 1% in August, fueled by an expectation that interest rates linger along an elevated level as the second-tier US job data, JOLTS and ADP have seen that the dollar softened a little weak this week. And however, the data have yet to prove the smoking gun that can mark the end of the Federal Reserve's hawkish stance. But as the case is, stronger trends will only start to develop should we see a large downside miss on tomorrow's release of the August NFP jobs data, or a sharp rise in the unemployment rate that should undermine the thesis that strong employment consumption can keep the Fed in hawkish mode for longer than most people are thinking. Now, on the US Euro USD technical analysis, we haven't been able to catch the sell, which has started quite early this morning, in the early hours of the morning, and it's closely getting to a support zone at 1.0851. So a possible breakout of this zone means we are targeting a new zone at 1.08237 and also 1.07842. So an entry at this point means an extension to 1.08221, which is about 43 to 45 pips. And much possible extension would mean about 83 pips at 1.07826, of course, which is good money. And that's our technical analysis on today's currency pair Euro USD. Now let's move over to the stock markets. Hello, welcome back, guys. And on today's stock market, we'll be having a look at Nike. And headlining, we're seeing that our Fanatics-backed vintage sports brand Mitchell & Ness hires Nike executive as CEO. Now, this, of course, should have some effect on the Nike commodity, hiring an executive of Nike to be CEO of another company, Mitchell & Ness, the lifestyle clothing brand, known for its throwback and vintage jerseys and apparel, that was acquired by Fanatics last year. Recently hired Eli Kumepo as its new CEO now. Kumepo, who most recently served as the global vice president and general manager of Jordan Brand's men business, will replace former CEO Kevin Wolf, who joined Fanatics when Mitchell & Ness was acquired and is now retiring. This has been established in 1904 in Philadelphia. Mitchell & Ness makes and sells vintage jerseys and apparel collections for nearly major sports leagues. When Fanatics acquired a 75% stake in the company in February 2022, in a deal that valued the company at $250 million, with the other 25% going to a group of celebrities and athletes, including Jay-Z, LeBron James, Kevin Hart, and Kevin Durant. Now, this recent news should have a real fall for the Nike commodity, having a top executive leave them. And we can be seeing the Nike commodity fall down to next support at 98.70, which is at about 31 pips from that entry point, of course. So if we make an entry to this trade and let our trade run down to that point, we are looking out for 39 to 29 to 31 pips from that entry point, of course, which is good money. And that's our technical analysis on today's commodity, Nike. I remain your host, Nick. Bye for now.